The New York Mets are your 2021 NL East champs. Welcome back to another Out of the Park video. If you've missed the previous videos in this series, we started the 2021 season with Buck Showalter as manager of the Mets. So we put Buck in charge and then turned back the clock 1 year. I took over as GM, and you can see Buck and I, our run has started successfully. You know, we almost choked it away, going 3-7 our last 10, but we ended with 100 wins. We beat the Braves by 1 game. You can see Jeff McNeil finished third in the NL in batting average. Pete Alonso tied for the NL lead in home runs with 42, a tie with Story. Francisco Lindor, I mean, probably got to be the runaway NL MVP here with his 9.7 WAR. The next closest batter was Acuna at 7.6. Gausman leading the league in ERA, DeGrom second in wins, DeGrom second in strikeouts, Gausman and DeGrom second and third in WAR, and Diaz second in saves to Trevor Rogers. Noted closer, Miami pitcher Trevor Rogers. So 100 games. So let's take a little closer look at the team. We'll start here on the info page. Runs scored, we were 4th in the NL. We ended up 4th in home runs. And yeah, I mean, 4th in a whole lot of things. Pitching was just fantastic. 1st in ERA, 1st in runs allowed, 2nd in starter ERA, 1st in bullpen ERA. Our defense, after not being too great early on, 691 efficiency was 4th, and the zone rating was 6th. Though it came up a good bit there to be a little better than average. We went 21-7 in August after the trade deadline. After that, we went 15-14 in September and October, so not as good. We dealt with some injuries, some slumps. I can show. We'll get into the team, and I'll go over who was injured. So let's sort the batters by WAR. As you can see, Lindor, this 9.7 WAR is a Mets single-season record for batters. I believe the 50 doubles is as well. Just a monster season from him. He also stole 24 bases, hit 28 home runs, scored 107 runs. He was amazing. Jeff McNeil with a very solid season, 5.2 WAR, 149 WRC plus. I guess very solid is probably an understatement. He had a great season. Dominic Smith, 538 plate appearances, put up a nice 136 WRC plus, 2.8 WAR. Victor Robles, of course, came over in the big blockbuster trade in July with the Nats. He then missed about 5 weeks, so only got in 34 starts for us. Exactly league average with the WRC plus of 100. 0.9 WAR in 34 games is pretty good, though, because his fielding's so good. So still playing an elite center field with a league average bat. We'll take that. I think he's got more than that, but he was hurt and missed a good bit of time. He came back with like 2 games left in the regular season. Yeah, you can see here. He missed from August 18th until October 3rd. So that was a little disappointing. But Alonso, 2.7 WAR, a 125 WRC plus. He definitely slumped late. And he's also a first baseman, so his WAR is going to be deflated a bit compared to a slick fielding shortstop like Lindor. But if we go to the batting splits, you can look at his WRC plus by month. You can see he was on a tear. He's 158, 196, on a terrible June at 63. July, he was hot again. August, a 65, and then September, he's a 105. So very up and down from like MVP level to like barely playable level. Nimmo was solid. Perez was 18% below league average WRC plus, but according to WAR, exactly league average. So very good glove. Guillorme, we had a solid bench bat in Lowry. Correa did not really work out for us here. 0.2 WAR in 58 starts, a 66 WRC plus. So like over 30% below league average at the bat. 211, 272, 332 slash. Everything was down for him. So when he came over, he's a free agent after the year. He was. Not anymore because recently when he came over, he was looking for like a 7 or 8 year deal, like between 25 and 30 million a year. That went down towards the end of the season because he was playing so badly. So I took advantage of that and signed Correa to a deal he never would have signed in real life. Now, remember, he just had a down year. He ended the year with what, like 1.8 WAR, right? So, and what's his WRC plus for the year? Was 92. So his market would be depressed. Go into free agency, he would not have the market that he has in real life or the market that he was looking for when he got to me here in this game. So I did sign him. Excuse me. Whew, that was a dinner burp. So 4 year, $66 million deal. You can see very affordable for the Mets. So he's our third baseman for the next 4 years. And, hopefully he just is a different dude than he was for the 60 games he played with us. I'm obviously betting that he is. Haniger was a okay enough bench bat for us. Wow. Okay. I take that back. He slumped badly. I hadn't looked at his numbers with us. Just a 62 WRC plus. Probably because he's pissed. Because he's pissed about his role on the team, which is unfortunate because I want to say he was playing all right. We got him in June, and so July he put up a 144 WRC plus, and that looks like that's the last time I checked in because then he went 12 and then a negative 26. So yeah, he's pretty pissed. So I thought we had a good bench bat there. JD Davis, a very disappointing season from him. Played his way out of the starting job. Reese McGuire was pretty bad as our backup catcher. I probably should have DFA'd him and called up Maxwell, but I didn't. And there are a couple other guys we'll get to that aren't on the playoff roster. Don't pay attention to this mess down here. This is how Buck has his bullpen and rotation for the postseason set up. But if we just sort by WAR, Kevin Gossman, he actually missed 5 weeks. You can see he only made 27 starts. A lot of these other guys made 33, 34. But he still led the team in WAR, our WAR. His ERA plus was great. Gossman was just fantastic, man. Great year from him. DeGrom and Gossman, I imagine, will both get Cy Young votes. We'll see if either of them wins it. Taijuan Walker, who will be in the pen for the postseason, had a very nice season. Max Scherzer, I'm sure you're all interested in how he did. He was good for us. He was fine. His ERA plus was 101, so right around league average. FIP minus, so he's better than league average in FIP with a 92. He was fine. A 4.24 3.99 FIP. He was a little better than league average for us. His strikeouts were down a good bit for us. His walks were down a little bit too, though. Strikeout to walk percentage was actually worse than it was in DC, but his BABIP was way lower, and so were his home runs per 9. So he did get better, but I don't know if this performance has convinced me that he's worth whatever he wants, which is, 4 years, $18 million per year, but at 37 years and a nice 69 days old, I don't know, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that after the postseason. Syndergaard, was in the bullpen some because we had such a deep rotation, but he had a nice 62 innings for us, pitched well. Everybody here pitched well. You can see the ERA pluses. Everybody but Scherzer was a bit above average. The FIP minus, everybody but Scherzer was better than average. And these are Scherzer's numbers combined with the Nats. That's why they're different than the ones that I showed you. So every pitcher was better than league average. This was the best pitching staff in baseball, arguably. Look at these strikeouts per 9 from Diaz, Carrasco, May, DeGrom, Gossman. All just really, really good. So is anybody... Oh, Stroman is still on the IL. He's out another 2 weeks. He had a nice season with 2.5 WAR. Let's see. Let me look at other guys who are on the 40-man. There were some others who contributed to this team that I didn't cover. Neither of these guys. So Michael King was decent after we brought him over in a trade. Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe that covers the gist of it. I was thinking maybe there's somebody who was left off the playoff roster who played a decent amount of games. So now looking at what the postseason is going to look like, the playoff tree will be playing the Brewers. Now, the Brewers won 99 games. So, we're basically pretty similar teams in terms of win-loss record. They were third in runs scored, fifth in runs allowed. They've got a really solid team. If you look at their WAR, it was, led by Yelich, Wong, Urias. Looking at WRC plus, it was again the Yelich show, but Shaw, Vogelbach, Derek Fisher, a lot of guys, even some part-time players, had really nice years for them. They brought over Jose Iglesias in May from the Angels. Pitching side of things, Burns had a really nice year with his 6 WAR. Peralta, Boyd they brought over in a trade. Hader, Woodruff had a better year according to our WAR than WAR. But they made a bunch of trades. They brought in Alex Wood. They brought in Hector Neris, Rizzo Iglesias, Matthew Boyd. So they did a bunch of things. Sean Doolittle. How did they get him? Trade with Cincinnati. So they made a bunch of trades. I respect that. I think they're going to be a really tough team for us to play. As you can see, the top of the NL was really tight after the Dodgers with 110 wins. It was 100, 99, 99, 96, and then it drops off. But all of the playoff teams are really close. Now, expanded standing-wise, I actually haven't looked at what the Brewers' run differential was. Plus 178, we were plus 191. So very similar teams, I think, here. The Pythagorean only has us separated by 3 games. I think this will be a tough series, but we're ready to go. I think DeGrom, will be rested by then. I'm going to need to figure out. Yeah, so I have Gossman locked in as starting pitcher because otherwise Buck has him in the bullpen and he's like a Cy Young worthy pitcher. But I'd kind of like DeGrom to start game 1, but we'll figure all that out. So let's. I'm going to go ahead. I don't think I'm actually going to play out the playoff games. I do that sometimes in my long-term sims, but the point of this sim is I'm letting Buck manage. So we'll see. We might hop into some of the playoff games, but I'm going to hop ahead here, and I'm not exactly sure where this video is going to come back in, but as I say sometimes, you guys are going to find out in just 1 second where I hopped ahead to, and I don't even know yet. All right, so I know what point I'm going to sim to now. I'm going to sim 4 games into the Brewers series. I did that. So things were looking good. We were up 2-0. Now we've dropped 2 in a row. So we're going into a 5th and final game of the series against the Brewers. Game 1, just real quick, Gossman went 4 2/3 through a bunch of pitches, 97 pitches. So he's left. He struck out 6, only gave up 1 run, only 2 hits, 2 walks. Bullpen came in and shut it down. Syndergaard got the save because Diaz ran out of gas. We only had 1 extra base hit. It came from Dom Smith. RBI, Alonso drove in 1, Robles drove in 1, and Gossman drove in 1. So then we hit him with the DeGrom, the 2 of the 1-2 punch here with DeGrom. He went 7 strong. Syndergaard pitched 2 innings for the save because I guess Diaz was still out of gas. We didn't go deep again in this game. McNeil went 3 for 4, drove in 2 runs. And then the offense went cold. We only had 1 hit in this game. Peralta went 7 strong. Scherzer pitched okay. Bullpen pitched okay until we got to Carrasco. And then what happened here? I don't know. We gave up 5 runs in the 5th. That's what happened. Walker did not pitch well. Castro did not help us. And Correa went yard. I think that's our first home run of the series. Lindor finally woke up with 2 hits. He'd been kind of dormant for the first few games. But yeah, now we've got the last game of the series. It's Woodruff versus Gossman. I'm surprised Woodruff is their guy. So they must have not had Burns on all the rest going into game 1. So I guess it's got why their rotation's set up the way that it is. So yeah, so we'll go Woodruff versus Gossman. We're gonna go to the stadium for some of this game. Am I gonna manage? Maybe. I'm gonna let Buck do his thing for some of the game. But let's go on and get out to the ballpark. The New York crowd probably happy for this playoff baseball. Let's see if we can bring home a series win. All right, so here are the lineups for Game 5. We're going Robles, Lindor, Smith, Alonso, McNeil, Correa, Guillorme, Perez, Gossman. I am leaving Buck in charge of everything. We'll see if I hop into it later. And I'm not going to go by inning. I think we're going to hop in, see what's going on after the 5th inning, and then go from there. Over here, this looks like their normal lineup. I'm surprised Iglesias bats 5th. Yeah, I mean, they had a pretty good lineup in the regular season, but it just doesn't look like that deep of a lineup, which I know doesn't mean much. But all right, let's get out to the ballpark and try to bring home a win here. Whew. That is loud. Maybe not on your end, but it is on mine. So we'll watch the first inning here, actually. Why don't we do that? So Gossman is delivering to Wong here. It's 63 degrees, clear skies. Wind is blowing in at 12. The count has run full here. Oh, it's a day game, 105. Nice. So Wong gets a leadoff single on a full count pitch. And we are off. Here's Avicel Garcia. This is an 0-1, and that could be trouble. No, I think he's got it. Yep. All right, so McNeil makes the catch. So now here comes Christian Yelich, another full count. He goes down on strikes, though. And now we've got Travis Shaw up. This is an 0-2, and that is hit in the air to right. McNeil should have that. Oh, McNeil didn't have that. Wow, I thought that was definitely getting caught. Fooled me. So Gossman's already at 19 pitches here. Here's Jose Iglesias. Glad he's batting 5th in their lineup. It's probably going to make me eat those words now that I've said it. But, yeah, man, it's weird here. I didn't watch a single game this season just to see. I know corner outfielders are really one of the least important. You know, they're not as important as, like, second, short, center. But, man, like, just some not great gloves here on this in this outfield, which is not normally how I'd run my team. But such is the New York Mets. Such are the New York Mets. All right, so we got Iglesias up here. Ooh, first pitch of the at-bat coming. Don't be a pass ball or some nonsense. All right, grounded to second. Gossman gets out of it. Threw, I think, over 20 pitches, or 20 pitches exactly. Let's see what we can do here. Robles, count is going full again. Here it is. Walked him. Love it. Good job, Victor. All right, so now we've got really the best player in the league this season, Francisco Lindor. Another full count pitch. And he skies one to center, but that's going to be caught. So now we've got Dom Smith up, the 3-1. Hit in the air to left, but that's going to be caught. All right, so Yelich reels that in. Now we've got Pete Alonso up, who's not gone yard yet in this series. Here's a 1-1 pitch. It would be a cool time to do it. Buddy grounds out to short. All right, so let's go ahead and skip ahead here to the 6th inning. Let's see what the score is. We're tied at 1. Gossman's still in. He's at 77 pitches here to start the 6th. Let's look at the box score here, see when these runs came. So we scored in the bottom of the 4th. They scored in the top of the 5th. It looks like Gossman drove in the run for us. It looks like Omar Narvaez went yard for them. Woodruff is still in. He's at 94 pitches. How did Gossman get an RBI? Pretty interested in that. Bottom of the 4th. He reached on an error, and Correa came in to score. Correa doubled to lead off the inning, and then Guillorme singled. Okay, cool. Let's see how Gossman can do against Yelich here. 2-2 pitch. Struck him out. Nice. Travis Shaw, the 2-2 pitch. Get out of there. Here comes an 0-2 pitch. Oh, that's trouble. That's into the gap. That's extra bases. Was that Iglesias? Yeah. That could be a triple. Oh, we're throwing him out at third. Look at that relay. I tell you, that New York Mets outfield defense, like I said all along, it's stellar. It's perfect. All right, let's just see what the bottom of our lineup can do here. Guillorme, 3-2 pitch. I like that. Running the count full, and he's going to put it down into the corner. Oh, it got a bad bounce there for the home team, but Guillorme still legs it out. Double. So I wonder if Buck will pinch hit for Gossman do up next. All right, here's Roberto Perez. I'd be thinking about pinch hitting here, Buck. I know it's only the 6th, but full count. It's a fly out to center. So is he going to pinch hit for Gossman? He is. So Gossman is out. J.D. Davis is in as pinch hitter. And it's a 1-0 pitch. Oh, that's a base hit. Is he going to get the run home, though? No. He's not going to get the run home. Guillorme is only at 35 speed, and Jackie Bradley's got a 65 arm. So, yeah, but now Brewers have the double play in order, which is concerning, or not ideal. 0-1 to Robles, and that is... Man, why didn't I... Well, I'll tell you what. I didn't pinch run for Guillorme because I'm not managing. But why didn't Buck pinch? Man, I mean, easy to say now. The sack fly, potential sack fly, came up and Guillorme still stuck on third. But yeah, would have liked to have pinch run for him. Hindsight's 20/20 here, I know. But now we've got Lindor up. He's 0 for 2. He's 3 for 18 in the series. It's time for the league MVP to break out. Oh, and he crushes that one to center. Is he going to get it? I think he's got it. Yeah. That is a major blown opportunity. I don't love the way Buck managed it. So here's David Peterson is pitching for us now. It's a full count. Struck him out. So let's go ahead and skip to we're in the 7th. Let's skip to the 8th. So we're still tied at 1. Let's go 4.5 inning. Peterson is an interesting choice here to be pitching in this situation. But all right, so now we're in the bottom of the 8th. Guillorme is up, who's hitting 385 in the series. He's also really slow. Not sure if I mentioned that yet. But let's see what he can do here in the bottom of the 8th. This is a 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. He's going to let Roberto Perez bat, which is certainly a decision. Oh, we did a double switch at some point here. Nimmo's due up next and is our left fielder now. Dom Smith is out of the game. Got it. So here comes the 1-2 to Perez. He's down on strikes. Now we've got Brandon Nimmo up, the 2-0. Grounds out to third. All right, so here's the 9th inning. Edwin Diaz is still in. He's throwing 11 pitches. This is an 0-1 to Yelich, and that's a base hit. Ay, ay, ay. Oh-2 is a passed ball. Oh, a wild pitch. So Yelich goes to second. Shaw is still up. Here's a 3-2 pitch. We're just going to put him on. He got the 3-2. And we walked him intentionally. So now Jace Peterson is into pinch hit. They're putting in the lefty. We're sticking with Diaz here. 1-2 pitch coming. He strikes him out. Yeah, Diaz has got to bear down here, man. Here's another lefty, Jackie Bradley. The 0-2 strikes him out. Love to see it. And now we've got Luis Urias up. He's 0 for 3 today. 2-2 pitch. Come on, strike him out, man. Oh, did he just drill him? Oh, my God. Just drilled him with the 2-2 pitch to load the bases. Diaz is up to 30 pitches. Omar Narvaez is up. He's gone yard in this game already. He's got a 333 average in the series. What kind of season did he have? About league average with the bat. Man, this sucks. This is sweating bullets here. 2-2 pitch. In the air to left. That should be playable. Please catch that. All right, we're out of it. We're going to the bottom of the 9th. Let's win this game. Let's walk it off. Got the top of the order. Diaz batting third. All right, here's Robles. 3-2 pitch to Robles. Struck him out. Lindor. 1-2 pitch to Lindor. Struck him out. Devin Williams is not messing around. So now Mitch Haniger's up. He's 1 for 2 in the series. This is a 2-1 pitch. It's a base hit. I don't know if that was an error or base hit. Kind of think it went under him. No, it was a base hit. The limited range of Peterson makes it a base hit, it said. So now Pete Alonso is up. Come on, Pete. Go yard here. 2-2. Get over his head. Yes. Okay. All right. Hey, a base hit could win this game. Haniger's just a 40 speed. What do we even have on the bench? We've got Almora, who is a 55 speed. Lowry, who's not fast. But, yeah, you've got to put in Almora here, Buck. At second base. He can play the outfield. Actually, I mean, that's a pitcher spot. Why would Almora not be coming in here? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to take control. This is Buck's team. I've said that from the beginning. But it's frustrating. All right. So now here's McNeil. The 0-1 pitch to McNeil. And that is going to end the inning. All right. We're not going to do this half inning. I'm going to see if we can hold them. We did. We're to the bottom of the 10th. Carlos Correa, full count. They've got Adrian Hauser in now, who's in their rotation during the year. Correa goes down on strikes. Guillorme, are you the hero? 1-0. He grounds out. Jed Lowry. See, did he just pinch hit for Perez? Is that what happened? I think. It's kind of like half. Yeah, not having to manage the game. It's pretty relaxing. Yeah, he did. He pinch hit for Lowry, and now McGuire's in behind the plate. Syndergaard's in to pitch. We're going to skip this half inning again. Oh, they scored 2 runs. Oh, what happened? What happened? This isn't good, folks. Why won't I go to the bottom? Is there like a second page here? I never look at these game logs. What am I missing here? Maybe my mouse is just being weird. Alright, so in that inning, it was a single, a walk, Jesus, strikeout, and then a balk put runners at second and third, and then a double brought them both home, and then a strikeout. So Syndergaard pitched the whole inning. It's interesting. That is interesting, Buck. All right, so Nimmo is up. He's 0 for 7 in the series. And then we've got the top of the order. Do we have any pinch hitters left for Syndergaard? We do. We have Albert Almora Jr. Looks like we'll be up 4th if we get there in the pitcher's spot. All right, here's Nimmo, 2-2. It's a ground ball to second. He dives. He throws to first. And we've got 1 out. All right, Robles, the 1-2. Down on strikes. Lindor. Season's up to you, buddy. Our MVP. Base hit. Yeah, so it's going to come down to Victor it's going to come down to Albert Almora, right? Yeah. Guy who should have been in the game already is a pinch hitter. But I guess it's good we held on to him because it beat Syndergaard hitting, huh? So Almora, I mean, he made 364 plate appearances for us. He had an OPS plus of 81. He was here because of his glove, his 70 range. Yeah, I mean, hopefully we can find a miracle here and get to our real hitters. The full count. Oh, he runs the count full. And he strikes out. All right, so that's the end of our first season with Buck at the helm of the Mets. Disappointing to lose 3 straight. Disappointing to lose the last game at home. Disappointed with some of Buck's lineup decisions there. But, you know, I mean, we won 100 games and then we lost to a 99-win team. Like, you know, that's how the playoffs go. That's how baseball goes. We had a good season, and you know, we certainly didn't like choke it away, but we didn't get the job done. So as I'm gonna have it sim to the playoffs and kind of tell you what's coming up. You can watch the little stuff where Stroman's eligible to come off the IL. Well, thank goodness. So what's going to happen here is in the next episode, you know, I'll do it kind of how I did it with my Phillies sim, where my next episode I think will basically be the off season through all the way through and up to the next opening day, where I'll go over like an off season plan and who I'm thinking of bringing back, who I'm thinking of trading, who I'm thinking of re-signing, and kind of what I see happening with the roster. So the Yankees beat the Braves in the World Series. So that, you know, that's my plan. So we'll do in the next video. We have a lot of decisions to make, as I'll get to. Arthur Shelby with a score of 767. Nice job. I mean, you know, just real quick, like looking at these stats, you can see, you know, Stroman, Scherzer, Syndergaard, Gossman, Loop. We've got Diaz as a reliever making 11.6 possibly in arbitration. You know, a lot of arbitration guys. Smith, J.D. Davis, Guillorme, McNeil, Robles, Alonso is somewhere here. Yeah, right there, arbitration. So, you know, we got tons of guys in arbitration, plenty of free agents. So we'll see a lot of good decisions. I'll get good decisions. A lot of kind of fun things to work through. That, you know, this is my favorite. The puzzle pieces, putting all that together to get the roster on, is really my favorite part of this game. So that's what I'll get to in the next episode. New York Mets fans, do not despair. We'll be back next year. I think we'll have an even better team. I think we'll we're gonna get Buck a ring here in these final 2 seasons. But thank you for watching, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.